And we are live. Hey lads, how's it going? Oh no,
Hey.
not
Going
again.
all right?
Oh Jesus Christ! Again with the troll.
Oh, I thought you were gonna not say anything. I thought that's what we'd agreed.
We'll do it next time.
And thanks, Chrissy, for the sub. I really have to figure out how that alert comes through when it's turned off. But thank you very much, Crispy. Much appreciated.
Well, clearly it's not turned off.
Well, the
Hey,
sound
Crispy.
should be turned off. Because it's not in
The
this
what?
screen. The sound. I get the alert in my ear. But that's
Oh,
they're turned off. So anyway, it is what it is. Thanks very much, Crispy. So it's been 2 weeks. It's been a while. I know that. We've been speaking in other Discords, playing other games. But starting off with Funky, how has your 2 weeks been? 3 weeks for you. You've been here for 3 weeks.
Yeah, deja vu, really. No, it's been alright. I've had some troubles in real life, real world stuff. You can't just quit and restart, unfortunately. You don't get any.
You don't get to press F12 now.
You don't get any continued. You can't alt F4 if you get fed up with work. So yeah, it's been troubling. It's been trying, but hopefully the end is in sight. So that's why I've not been around a few weeks. What else? And I'm currently preparing for something really crazy. Next weekend we're doing a 24-hour live stream.
Yeah, which I can't wait for.
So I'm not sure if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but we're going to do it either way, and we'll review afterwards.
Yeah, it's terrible either way, but you've already committed. People are
I've committed not only to 24 hours, but for every $100 that gets donated, we'll extend it by an hour.
Yeah, the extra hour for €100 is going to be a tough one.
I reckon I got about 36 hours in me.
That's impressive. I'd say 28, 29 would be still very respectable.
We'll see.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to get peaks and troughs. You're going to get to like 20 hours and be like dying, and then at like 24 you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just time like Vinos wants me to play chess, so I told him he'd have to make a nice donation if he wanted me to play chess live on stream.
Yeah. And Vulcan, college over officially?
Yes.
Here?
Well, no, not officially, but my side of all the stuff I've got to do is over.
You just have to wait for the
other people have exams in a couple of weeks. But my year worked out that I don't have any exams this semester, so
nice.
It's all over.
You just have to wait for the bastards to
to mark it all and then find out if I
off,
pass or not. But yeah, that gives me a month.
If it's not been marked yet, Tiberian, they are not bastards. They are very nice people.
Do you know what? Fair point.
They're all nice people. They've all been
I
very
have no idea, but like, if these people are responsible for grading Vulcan's work, you don't go calling them bastards live on stream.
That is a fair point. I don't know. Like I actually loved a lot of my lectures. Only very few.
Yeah, I have an excellent set of lectures. But yeah, my work is done. And so I'm hopefully getting back to streaming. And yeah, got some cool stuff lined up in the next few weeks.
Nice. You've got your 24-hour, not 24-hour, your week-long
game jam.
I can't wait for that.
Ironically starting at the same time as you stream.
I'm doing 24 hours, and he's like, "Well, I've viewed 24 hours. I'm going to do 7 days."
Okay, so not 7 days continuous, but with appropriate breaks and sleep time.
He's gonna do the same as other people do. He's just gonna put the camera on towards roughly where he's sleeping, so like people know he's there. So he's technically live, but he's not. You know.
When I'm sleeping, I'll be training the AI for the game. It's fine.
He'll be recording 2 minutes of his sleep and putting it on a loop.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone does. Just no one realizes. And Sola.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I really have to say is I found out I have something in common with bicycles. I am also too tired.
But
Do you go out of your way every week and go, worst dad joke this month or this week, and just try and get that up?
Well, of course.
I was about to say something, but Vulcan beat me to it. But I don't think people heard him. So say it again.
I said that's a wheelie good joke.
Oh, I
course
was
it
going to say
is.
it's a really bad joke.
Anyway, it really is a joke.
It wasn't.
If,
Jokes are funny.
Ah,
to be fair, he
it
got
was
you
a
there.
shot
He's got
fired,
you
not
there.
a shot hit.
Right. So
I respect the research.
You're
uh,
welcome.
to kick off this, so it's been a while, and I know Funky, you haven't been here for 2 weeks because you were you. Do you want to say what you were up to? Oh, I forgot to actually send you the result of said action. 1 second. But do you want to say what you were up
in
to?
real life?
No. In
I was going to say no. It's
as the gnome.
I was Let's see. I was.
Remember, you've been very mysterious about what you've done in the past.
How do I phrase this?
And
So that
just so you're aware, because you're waking up today. We'll go to the main map. You're waking up today on the boat. So it's been a day since
I'm on
you've
a
seen the
boat
guys.
and
We'll go to this. So you're on the boat.
I was busy relieving a shop of their wares. They were overburdened. They had too much stock. So I helped them out.
Yeah, and you're waking up on the boat beside Adran, and the dwarf decided to take his last night in the over the road because it was free.
Oh.
Yeah, so you were doing that. You don't have to say much more if you don't want to about what happened yesterday in D&D world. But do the other two lads want to do a review of what happened last week?
Well, the short story is we collected a crew and made the ship ready and made sure we had what supplies we needed for a slightly extended trip than what people think we might be going for.
Yeah, you assembled a crew.
To clarify, we filled the ship up. Solar lied to our crew, so we had to find another one.
I didn't lie.
But in the process of that, we did actually encounter the best NPC so far.
Well, that's your opinion. You love Alice. And I even made...
I think Alice is the best NPC you have introduced so far to this game. It's fantastic.
Alice also has an episode named after himself. And if anyone wants to see what Alice looks like, it will be added to that role on the bottom at some point. There will be an Alice model because I've made one. It's also it's
just Tiberian in a wig, guys. Don't worry about it.
I'd be delighted, with long luscious hair. Alice also has an episode named after and is the thumbnail of a whole episode just because of how much Adran really loves Alice. Yeah, so you forgot. So what happened last week, for anyone who wasn't watching, is Adran went around making sure he had all the stock, checking out the boat properly, discussing with the guild about what he might need, some extra supplies, maybe making sure they have extra water. Then they discussed 2 barrels of beer, and while that was going on, Ebrus decided he's gonna go for a piss up, try and get some drunk people, because in his mind only drunk people would be stupid enough to get in a boat for this long, and had a pants party. For anyone who understands what that is, great. On a dock, and won his way into getting a crew. And then
running naked down the pier.
He wasn't naked. He had
Not
his underwear
naked,
on.
but I'm just without pants, but they got the job done.
Yeah, got the job done. It was clearly the greatest moment of D&D history. Especially when the random person joined chat and they went, "What the fuck have I just walked into?" Yeah, and then after some long discussion, Julie refused to join. Well, technically she didn't strongly refuse. She just said no. And John and Doug said they would still be willing to come, even though you lied. And they brought in their friend Alice to join as well. And they're going to meet you back here just before you set sail this morning or this afternoon. Between now and 12, you'll be told when you can leave and all that stuff. So
just to clarify, though, I didn't lie. It was just,
You did lie. You were never told you were ever going to the mainland.
No, I was never told that we were going to mainland, but I told them we were going to the mainland because we might as well make a trip to the mainland now. I just didn't say if it were the first or the last like stop on the
You told them
road.
5 days.
Well, yeah, it started out as being a 5-day-ish trip, but like
5-day-ish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anywhere
I
between
was
5
closer
and
to 50.
25. Yeah.
I am no captain, therefore you shouldn't judge me off my like how long would this trip take judgment. Like in my head, it might as well have been a 5-day trip, even though I was told it would take like 2 weeks.
You see what Adrad was dealing with last week, Gnome? You see what he was dealing with? Yeah, so does
Dwarf is a liability. Help.
does anyone want to do anything before you set sail this morning? So as you wake up, obviously, Ebrus, you're in the inn, and Adran and Adran. So we're gonna flick over to the boat screen really quickly. I presume that you're sleeping in the captain's quarters because you can.
Yes.
So I'm gonna chuck you
right.
in, and I've put everyone on the boat randomly. But the captain's quarters are basically below, just directly below where you're standing at the top of ships that are right here. That's the captain's quarters, and then there's all the hammocks and stuff for all the commoners, should we say? And then the first mate would be in here. But yes. So, do you want to do anything before you set sail?
Can we bring the disguise over from the other map?
Well, is Ebrus planning to put that disguise on every single day?
Well, he never said he took it off.
Yeah.
No, but I might as well take it off. Although I will keep the scarf.
Are you going to take it off in the morning?
No, I'll take it off as the week.
Okay, so you need to roll me without advantage because the gnome is not with you. A d20 to see how good your disguise holds up today.
What am I rolling?
D20 plus stealth, which you don't think you have any.
Stealth. Okay, good. I'll be a 6.
Okay. Let me get my dice. I didn't think this was happening this fast. Yeah, so you know you're going to be leaving in a few hours, and as you're looking in the mirror, you just can't quite get the nose to stick on today. You don't quite know. You don't quite know what the problem is. Like, so before, you know, you had the gnome helping you the last few days, but then you decided, the gnome, I don't need the gnome for this. It's just sticking on a nose, putting on some glasses, and the beard hangs off the glasses. It'll be fine. And the nose just isn't really sticking for you perfectly. But yeah, what are you doing? Are you just getting on the boat and going, or do you want to grab anything, or talk to anyone, or buy anything before you leave?
I've got nothing to get.
I'm right in thinking we're leveling up today.
Yes, you are.
One of my spells, I need materials.
Okay, message the materials to me, or say them out loud. I don't really care. And I will give you a price.
But don't you have either an arcane focus or a material pouch?
Do.
Yeah, then you don't need materials.
If you've got a magic bag, surely everything you ever need is just in your little magic sack.
Sometimes, like
if you have an arcane focus, the only thing you really need to worry about is having gems of the right price if the spell is costing you anything.
Yeah. I don't. No, they don't cost.
Like
gems.
For detect magic, you need to have, like, if you want to know what a specific magic item does, you need a 1 gold pearl, which you would need to have that pearl. Now you can use it multiple times, but you need that pearl. So, what are the items? Or does it just say V?
So it just says a legume seed.
What spell?
Yeah. What's the spell, really quickly?
Gust of wind.
That will be handy.
If you put 2 and 2 together, that's hilarious. But
Yeah.
Mute this.
If you don't know what a legume is, it's a bean, basically.
Yeah. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, except it doesn't make a beanstalk, it makes a gust of wind. You should be able to get away with an arcane focus on that one, unless does it say like over a particular value?
That's the proposed spell when I take to level up, because you asked me to pick it first.
Yeah.
And the other one is Alter Self, that I'm taking at level 2.
Yeah. It's chapter 10. I need to go up a bit more. Yeah. So generally speaking, unless it says it's of a particular value, you don't need it if you have an arcane focus, from what I read anyway.
Yeah, and if you have a material pouch, which is the other thing you could have had, it is just assumed that it is in the pouch.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to role play it out and like, I need these specific items.
But you may need
so
to
I'm
go.
taking Alter Self, and the spell that I forgot to pick up, at second level, I've taken Disguise Self. So
Cool. So you could, if you were with the gnome right now, or the dwarf right now, you could use that on him. So it's you were an ally, or Disguise Self.
no, it's his fault. His disguise doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, completely his fault. Anyway, so you're just gonna go around and see if you can find the materials if you need them and blah blah blah. Dwarf.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything else.
No. But I was gonna hint at use leveling up in later, but we'll get to that in a minute. Dwarf.
As I said, I have nothing to hunt for.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk back towards the town or back towards the boat in the morning.
I guess.
As you leave the, let me get my Roll20 open. As you leave the tavern, you get the usual, because it's only been 2 days, about this dwarf everyone's looking for. And the guy kind of pauses as he's saying it to you and kind of just like moves off, but like you're kind of convinced that, actually no, roll me perception.
But I don't want to know if he knows that I am.
Okay, you don't want to know anything. Okay, well then.
No, I am pretty sure my disguise does not hold up as with the conversation in the mirror. Therefore, I am just out.
Okay, okay. You're yeah. You can resume that. You can resume what you want. But yes. So he stops, kind of just telling you the description. And yeah, as you head.
A part of me wanted like really say, "Oh, they're looking for me," eh? But no.
You sure don't want to say it now?
No.
Yes, as using words. As you walk through town, hearing that, you do see a couple of guards. So I'm gonna go back to the other map because over the road, not in. Over the road is. Oh, why isn't the marker in here?
We're going to need to find a replacement dwarf.
Might do.
I mean, you might get rid of your liability then.
Over the road is.
Also, get rid of my meat shield at the same time.
Here, if I remember correctly.
You'll get another one. Don't worry.
It's where that yellow X was put in.
I think we called it over the road because it was there.
Was it that? So yeah, I couldn't remember if it was that would make sense because it was either that house or the one I just marked. So yes, I think you're right. Yeah, so you're there.
In that general area anyway.
Yeah. So it's yeah, you're in that perception. You do see guards as you leave. Are you just gonna keep walking like nothing's happening, or?
I mean, they haven't started shouting at them, have they?
Well, you're just. I'm presuming you've just. I'm telling you as you just leave the inn that you see some guards.
Yeah, but where are the guards in my way, or are they just like
they're
somewhere?
doing their patrols?
Yeah, but if I'm at the house and I want to go over the bridge, are they
between you and the bridge,
or are they like are they between me and the bridge basically?
They're not between you and the bridge, but there might be others over the bridge. So they're usually, from what you remember over the last few days, there's usually 2 to 3 guards doing patrols on each half of the Artisan Quarter at any given time.
Well, okay, sure. So what I'll do, and I'll just draw this out as I go, I'll go over and make sure that I see no guards, and then I look to the left and the right, and if there's guards to the left, I go to the right, sneak in through that, around there, that way.
Yep. Can you roll me, like, stealth kind of seems the most logical, but like, it's not really logical. Let me just double, well, it's going to be roll. Like,
I mean, either that or like acrobatics just to yeet away, but yeah.
Yeah, but acrobatics seems a bit wrong. I think stealth is pretty much only option.
It's the same score anyway. That's a 21.
21. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you get through the Noble's Quarter. You make it to the boat with a 21. You're gonna make it to the boat, but you're being very cautious as you walk. Yeah. That's what I was.
Not really. I dropped the disguise. I'm on the boat. Fuck it.
Yeah. But you walked cautiously to the boat.
No, I walked cautiously through the artisan quarter, but as soon as I'm out of there, no, fuck it.
Oh, okay. No.
I can run the rest of the distance. Don't worry.
Well, the boat's over here.
I know.
That's a long ass run.
Well, yeah, but
He's a quick ass dwarf.
I'm a quick ass dwarf. They're only used to hunt stuff like gnomes around here.
So at 5, which is the Lockwood Palace, which is kind of the where you get across to like get to the other side. There is a bunch of guards there. You have to go through them. It's like a little passage thing. It's kind of because like the nobles and the artisans and all that, they don't like a lot of plebeies, so they have the guards there to like keep the riffraff out, but like they let everyone in pretty much. They recognize you. So can you roll initiative before I start saying things?
You want an initiative roll without explaining the... Sure.
Well, the situation
That's
is
not
they
20,
spotted you
24.
and they're about to chase you down.
Well, yeah, but if I were walking up to a door, or if
it's like an overpass thing, you know, when you see in the European cities where you have the massive like stone structure with just like it's a gate, but like it's wide enough to let pretty much everything in. Like,
how many guards are there?
There is 2 guards standing on this side of the gate, and from what you remember, there's also a few guards in between the area 5, and then there's like 2 more. So there's always 2 at both entrances, and there's like 5 or 6 in the middle.
Sure.
But you are Ebrus, oops. US or just IS? US.
US, yeah.
And so you're definitely going first. I'm just gonna put that down because with a nat 20, doesn't matter what they roll. So I'm just gonna put that on this to make the numbers easier. But and put that on stream so people can see. And I don't know who drew the upset face, but yeah. So you know that you can see they're about to start. They're about to start chasing you down.
Well, so the way I see it is there's a guard there, and then there's a way through there. So I run.
You're gonna run through them.
I have no other option, do I?
You can try
Do a barrel roll.
Well, you could just like yeet backwards, run over here, try and climb the wall, and come across to the boat.
Yeet into the river, swim down.
There's options, but if you're gonna try and run through them, okay. So you're trying to just barrel through all this, hope for the best.
I'm dashing.
Yeah. So can you roll? Actually, it's for me to roll. So you're gonna have to run through them. There is about 15 feet, so only one's gonna get at a like. They're gonna be slightly closer to one side than the other, and with their reaction and stuff, they're gonna try and chase you down. One of them's gonna try and grapple you. Can you roll me an athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you describe how you try and dodge this person jumping for you?
I mean, I kind of want to say I'm not really caring for him, so I'm just running, which would be like acrobatics.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Yeah, fine. He misses wildly. Like he jumps, he like goes for you like after you're like 5 feet past, not realizing like they judged it as a normal dwarf and didn't realize that you're like Usain Bolt on steroids, on more steroids, should we say, more steroids. Like you're like gone. I presume you're using dash. Are you using any of your key things to run even faster?
I have nothing to. No, key can't make me run faster.
Doesn't it give you a free action of a dash?
No.
Are you sure? I think it does for level 2, but I'm gonna believe you because you read way more of the books than me.
The only thing is at level 2 I get faster, but I'm always faster. And I can traverse some surfaces without falling as I move. But yeah, I always.
Are you fast enough to run on water yet?
That depends on how much I weigh and how much I can push up.
Well, you're a fat dwarf, so
I'm not a fat dwarf. I'm a dwarf without armor.
So we're gonna just really quickly.
Yeah, it's not the armor that makes dwarfs fat.
Of course, this.
They're big boned, Funky.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you. Why don't
That's what I tell everybody anyway.
Give me 1 second to grab the guard. This will do.
We have guard rabbits.
No. I was actually tempted. I'm not gonna lie, I was there. I'm gonna
The Guardian Bunny.
These are here. We're gonna put you Guardian Bunny. Do I have that here? No. This is why I have my standards. No, that's not you. Where are you? Dwarf, where are you? There you are. You're just in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
I wasn't in the middle of nowhere. You told me I wasn't on the ship.
Why he's not on the ship? He's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's floating above the ship.
Where do I draw a rectangle? Draw a shape, rectangle, and we'll make it grey. So I'm going to put the walls as grey for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one wall. And that's the wall you're running through.
Yep.
That's the other.
You're going to run through the wall?
Yep. Well, he's going to run past them. That's what his goal is.
I am so fast that I can dodge the atoms. Trust me.
Right now, I've got the Benny Hill theme running through my head.
Yeah.
And this, imagine if some like comedy cartoon, like rugby player, like running with the ball through the people trying to tackle him.
That's what I'm seeing too.
The image I have in my head.
Well,
to the tune of the Benny Hill theme, with this dwarf,
the
like
ball being my
trying
axe,
to
of course.
pass 7 or 8 guards or something.
So
Goblin's probably the only one that will understand this, but do you know the game The Wall with Anton de Beck?
Yeah, everyone knows The Wall.
Yes.
TV show?
Yes.
That's what this is making me think of.
That was brilliant.
I can't wait for the dwarf to run into the wall and just pancake himself.
We'll see what happens. So it is a little bit larger than this normally, but I'm just going to give you that as your general scale. You know, there's some buildings inside. I can draw them in if you really want, but there is a clear path through the middle, so you should be okay. There's usually buildings over here. There's buildings like here.
So that's 1 turn of movement.
Yeah. So I'm going to say you're where you are now, and then make your run. And we know they miss you, so